So, how does your media product represent particular social groups? Well, when creating my opening sequence, I researched into similar storylines which mine is based on. For example, one of the programmes I associated my opening sequence with was called Five Daughters. Although this wasn't a film, it's represented characters under the social realism genre really well. The drama helped me to develop and expand my own ideas in a different light. This was due down to the fact that the drama was factually based, which told the stories of 5 young women. When watching, I realised that Jamie Winstone plays a young prostitute who seems similar to my character in some aspects. This is because they both have to sell themselves to earn money. However, the differences in the film and the opening sequence, they depend on whether it's done by own choice or whether it was dependency for a good lifestyle. The clothes are not particularly fashionable in both, however, they do distress that they are clothing that's been worn and worn and worn. So this may seem a little bit dirty, which sometimes is a good comparison to how other people will view them. For example, the audience, they may think that they're dirty because they have to work themselves to earn their money. In terms of appearance and clothing, I decided I would use my own ideas of how I think that a prostitute may look. This was because I didn't want to copy the drama, because then I wouldn't be seen as interpreting it in my own way. The Five Daughters focuses on the disappearance of a young woman and the aftermath effect it has on their families. However, in my opening sequence it shows how the girl has to do this away from her family just because she can't own up to what she's done. When it comes down to the social groups which my media product conveys, I believe that it would be somewhat criminal and underclass. And this is because the actions shown within the media product portray a sense of criminal actions, and we as an audience will find that as criminal sympathy, not because we sympathise with it in a nice way, but because we sympathise with how and why the character is showing herself in these sort of actions and why she's acting like that. In my opening sequence, it previews the voiceover which tells us that she's from a middle class working family, the actress. But however, when we look at her as a character on her own, we can see that she portrays the sense of an underclass person, not only because she's working that way, but because she's put her family's class aside and she's revealed her own.